Another video. Today is kind of a different style video. I usually just make toy review videos, but today I want to be talking about some images that we got from a doll line. I'm really invested in this doll line. I watched the show, I watched the movies. I have a few of the dolls. I don't have as many as other collectors, but I do have a few because I grew up with this doll line, and obviously as a kid I wasn't out to be collecting every single doll. Obviously, I would want every single doll, but I just didn't have the money or resources to be purchasing every single doll that came out. But now we're getting like this reboot kind of thing, and there's a lot of mixed feelings about it. But I am personally kind of excited. It's like a new take on this doll line, and I'm sure just from that, everyone knows what I am talking about. And yes, your assumptions are most likely correct. I am talking about the new Monster High dolls, movies, everything. Recently, Monster High did the Haunt Couture dolls and the Hiii production dolls. I really, really wanted the Haunt Couture Draculaura doll. I was in PE class and I thought because all the other ones they had still like all like the Claudine and Frankie, those dolls were still up to purchase a few hours after the after they were like put on the website. So I thought the same situation was going to happen with Draculaura. I'm like, oh, by the time I get out of PE class, she should still be like, available to purchase. And she was not. And then she like sold out in a few minutes, which I think is insane. And then, so I was like really upset about that. But I was able to get all four of the Monster High pre-production dolls. So I got Laguna, Draculaura, Claudine, and Frankie, which is really exciting. I was gonna do like a doll review on them, but I don't want to take them out of the box. So I just have them up on display right now next to some other dolls I have in box. But I think that's enough talk about my obsession with Monster High. And we should just start talking about this image that A Pink Rifle, I believe, is their username on Instagram posted. So here we have some of the new main characters because from the looks of it, these are the main characters in the new Monster High movie that is coming out. And um I don't know, it's like we got these images of these dolls, which is there is no confirmation of this being what the dolls are actually gonna look like, what they are. But I personally believe that these are the dolls that we're gonna be getting, just from the quality that we're seeing in this picture and how similar they look to the actors from the new Monster High movie that is coming out in fall, I believe. So I just want to talk about my opinions on the dolls and this new line that we're getting. So obviously these dolls are inspired by the actors, I believe so. They could be inspired by the cartoon, like this cartoon that's coming out. I wasn't able to find the images of the cartoons, but it's a possibility that it's more inspired by the cartoons than these. But just the look of Frankie and their actor, it's kind of makes me believe that it's inspired more by the movie, not this cartoon that we're getting. So I'm just gonna talk about each doll and kind of compare them to the actors. So first up, we have Claudine, and I feel like Claudine, out of the three that we've seen, is the one who looks the most different. First of all, she has like a wolf nose. Like I'm not sure if you can like it's in the image, right? Which we've never seen with any of the Claudine dolls, which I think is really interesting just to see it now. But I don't think it's a bad idea. I think the doll just looks really unique, and honestly, I don't mind the nose. You can also see that she has some freckles, which I think is really cute. Her eyes seem kind of similar to the Haute Couture eyes. They kind of look airbrushed, which we saw with the Haute Couture, like, doll lines that, like, the dolls that were posted on the Monster High Instagram page. And overall, I think Claudine has a really cute face. I would have preferred her glasses to be black, like the one from the actor, like in the movie. But honestly, I don't mind it. What I am a little like kind of if about is her hair. Like side by side, like the obvious difference is that the actor's hair is much curlier and looks a lot more purpley. And this Claudine doll, her hair looks really, really light. Like I think it looks really light, and I would have preferred for it to be darker, more similar to the actors. But it's cute. I don't know. Her outfit, I have a lot of questions about, but it's like obvious. You have the purple, the pink, which reflects back to the original Claudine dolls. You have like this fur texture, which also I think is just to give that like feel of the old Claudine that we had, and also the new Claudine, because as you can see in this picture, she's wearing like a fur coat, sweater, whatever. It also looks like the doll Claudine is wearing overalls, which I think is really cute. I'm not sure if it's really fitting for the character. Maybe if it's like a skirt or something, because Claudine has always been like the more fashionable type, I feel like. So, I don't know. Overall, I think her face is really cute. I'm not a huge fan of the outfit and the glasses. Her hair, it's all right. Like I hope that by the final product we have more of this like natural hair, like with the curly hair. But overall, I think I rate this doll like a 7.5. I really like her face. I think she has a really cute face. Moving on, we have Frankie. What I find really cool about this Frankie doll is how similar they look to their actor, to Ceci, I believe his name is, right? Um, so yeah, I love the similarity between the face with, the doll and the actor. I also, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this doll. I think the face is really cute. I do find it kind of strange that these dolls have more of a smile. Like you can also see it in the Claudine. It's more smile, like a smile. Their faces form like the smile, which obviously I don't think we've like seen with the old dolls. Maybe like the reboot dolls, like the not this wave of reboot, but the last wave, and it makes it look more childlike, which I think is just because they want to appeal to that younger demographic. But I don't know. It's not the Monster High that I grew up with, so I think that's a bit unusual. I also have a lot of questions about Frankie's hair. There's a green stripe, which, okay, we're bringing back the green, I guess, because I mean, I think everyone can agree when we say that why is Frankie blue? Like, we could have given Frankie the green skin that they had, like, back in the day, but no judgment, whatever, right? Like, there's nothing we can do now. I don't know. I think the hair is missing more of that black and white because it just looks white. Like the old dolls used to have like, oh, more black, like it was mainly black. And it's kind of strange to just see the white overpowering so much. I do think the green, just the one green highlight, is really cool. Kind of like, once again, gives that little hint or like that little callback to the old Frankie that we had. But I do wish there was more of this black and white instead of just being overpowered by the white. Also, another question I have about this Frankie doll is why is their skin gray? Like, can't they just choose between a color? Like, OG Frankie had the green skin. This movie Frankie has blue skin, and now we have gray. I I just I find that a little unusual. And it's not like you can say that this is a grayscale doll, because obviously not. There's a bunch of colors. I don't know why they couldn't add color to their face. Maybe by, the final product we'll see some color, which I hope we do, because it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of strange not to see that color. But yeah, I don't know. The outfit, it kind of looks like one of those, like those athletic sweaters, which I think is cute. No judgment. I'm not a huge fan of the top. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. And it looks like it's like a crop top with like a striped shirt under. I do like the striped shirt. I think it would have been cool to have the crop top and striped shirt. I'm just not a fan of the lightning bolt. I just I think it would have looked better without the lightning bolt. Because you already have the lightning bolts in their like earrings as earrings. So I don't know why we're including lightning bolts everywhere else. It's like a lot of lightning bolts. Obviously, it's kind of like Frankie's thing, but I'm just not a huge fan of it. Other than that, I think Frankie's face is really cute. I'm just not a fan of the outfit or the hair, so I would have to give this one like a 6.5, maybe 7 if I'm being generous. I think the jacket is cute. I'm just not a fan of the rest of the outfit. So 6.5, yeah. I just have a lot of questions, but not too bad. So the last doll I want to talk about is Jackie Laura, who I think this is the doll that's going to be the most popular and most anticipated, as Jackie Laura is, I think, the one of the most popular Monster High characters. She, I won't lie, she's my favorite out of like the mains. I love Jackie Laura. If I had to give, I have a few favorites actually, like a few favorite Monster High characters. Jackie Laura is probably like top 5. Like I love her so much. I think she's so cute. And I'm just basing this off of the cartoons that we used to get. Still no opinion over the newer version, but I think the actor's gorgeous, and I think the doll looks absolutely adorable. Um, I think the split hair dye really matches Jackie Laura. Like, I don't hate it. It's like a more modern take on her, which I don't mind. I love her earrings. I love how we're still sticking with the black and the pink. And they look like little bats with hearts, which cutesy really fits Jackie Laura. It looks like she has like green highlight on her, like as eyeshadow, or like in the inner corner and like the outer part of her eye, which I think is just like a little to like fit with the movie, because obviously in this movie Dracula is like a witch or something. Like she's casting little spells, and as you can see in the image, her little magic is this green whatever. So I think that's kind of like a little take on that. I do like the makeup. I think the green and the pink really go together and fit really well, and I think it looks good on her. Her eyes are really big. Like, are they? Well, I guess all their eyes are big, which I didn't notice. So once again, it's like taking this more cutesy take of Monster High again, which reminds me a lot of the reboot that we got last time. Which I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the cuteness. Like they're meant to be monsters. I don't think there should be this really cute take on them. But whatever. I think it's just not to be scary, whatever. I'm not a fan of the bow. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that bow. I think it would have been cuter if it was smaller. 'Cause it's a lot. You can't really see her outfit. I do like the sheer black. I'm and it looks like she has a pink top on, which I'm not a fan of the pink top. I think it's more of the color. Like it's not like this vibrant pink, and I don't know how I feel about it. But the sheer top I think is cute, and it seems like she's wearing like a witch hat, which okay, it's I'm not gonna judge. It's her new character. It's just something her character does. Um, I just it just doesn't feel like Dracula to me. But overall, I think this doll is really cute. Oh yeah, I forgot to point out, she still has like the little heart on her cheek, which I think is really cute. And honestly, I don't mind it being a lot smaller. I think it's cute. Overall, I think I'm gonna give this doll an 8. I think she looks a bit better compared to the other two dolls, and I think she's the most similar to the original and new Dracula. And I don't have a lot of criticism to give to her. But I feel like by the final product, all of these dolls and my ratings of them will be boosted up. Just, there's a few criticisms that I have, but overall, I'm not mad, and I think this doll line is really gonna work. So yeah, that's my opinion on these dolls, and I want to hear your guys' opinion. So in the comment, not in the comment, in the description box below, I will be leaving a link if you guys want to, leave some anonymous suggestion, comments, and anything of the sort. Just you can comment it below because obviously this is meant for kids. My channel's a kids channel and comments are restricted, so I have that in case anyone wants to talk about it. I would love to hear everyone's thoughts on this doll line and if it's something you're excited for, if it's something you're not excited for. And everyone's opinion is valid, and I think it's really cool to see everyone's opinion on the new Monster High. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.